Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Britt, aka Britt Inspires. And so I was actually recording another video just now and it got deleted. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to jump back on and I'm going to do it again and I'm going to keep doing it because this message is important. So initially, the card that I pulled was, and just if you're new here, this is all about inspiration, getting messages that are going to empower you to step into your higher self, to step into your higher path, the person that you're called to be, the energy you're called to be in. It's all about elevating you. This channel is about elevating you, and I use different card decks to assist in the messaging that I receive. I receive messages. I did spend time meditating and really just allowing the spirit to speak to me and give me guidance on what it is that I'm supposed to be sharing and also what I'm supposed to be doing in my own experience. So when I shuffled the deck, I pulled the card, how can this be wonderful, right? And it's a win-win, right? So we're thinking about win-win situations, and when it comes to business and when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to what we are creating for ourselves and our reality, creating a win-win situation is when you are in your divine purpose, right? You're in the thing that makes your soul sing. You're doing the things that align with your spirit's, your soul's mission. When you do that, it creates a win-win-win situation because you win, the collective wins, and also the mission, the purpose, everything that you were supposed to bring into fruition is a win-win situation. You're able to win in that. So if you feel undeserving to be in a space to create or bring that business or that project to fruition, just know that you wouldn't have gotten that message, you wouldn't have gotten that calling, that idea, if you weren't meant to bring it to fruition. You wouldn't have that desire if you weren't equipped and if the resources weren't already there for you to create it. So really spend time manifesting and thinking about the ideas that you want to create, but spend time really giving yourself permission to go after it, to receive it, and embody the person and the energy and the opportunity that you want to create for yourself. Wanted, universal creators. This is just so perfect because it literally aligns with how wonderful can it be. So think about how wonderful it would be if you were in the energy that you want to be in, if you were creating the life that you truly desire, whether it's a project, whatever it is, if you're creative. But this is what we pulled, another card, and it says universal creators want it. And then it shows this like evolution, right? It goes from cell, organism, body, species, planet, solar system, galaxy, and it just kind of works its way up through this process. And what it makes me think about with this card is we are in our evolution, our own evolution, and we're being called. There's like a help wanted sign hanging in front of you saying we want your creativity. Like the universe is almost calling you to this calling. God is calling you to this calling. You're wanted in this time, space, reality to be somebody who is a voice, who is a creative, that can share, that can evolve, and that can make this difference in the world. And so I love the artwork on here. It's simple, but it definitely says the message of, you being on a path right now that, okay, that's fulfilling not only for, the people that are going to experience what you're creating, but it's fulfilling for you. And I keep saying that because when you get into your flow, you're going to experience this peace, this joy, this happiness that you've been seeking. I have done a lot of research and studying on depression and anxiety. I've really studied it a lot because I struggled with it. And I've known many, many people struggle with it. And it's just one of those topics that, you know, we talk about, and now we're more aware of mental health and importance of mental health. But the thing is when you suppress someone, or when your energy is suppressed, when your spirit's suppressed, when your ideas are suppressed, when your identity, your true identity is suppressed, that is what creates depression and anxiety, because you're not doing the things that you desire to do or that you're called to do. So depression is you're feeling depressed, right? You're in this state where you're not in your higher self. You're not in your true self. And anxiety is this anxious feeling because you know, like, either you're procrastinating, or you know, you feel that something needs to be a certain way, or that you could make it a certain way, but you're anxious, you're antsy. And everyone has anxiety and depression for different reasons. Like, tragedy happens where it could trigger depression and different things like that. So there's levels to it, obviously. But in my own life, my own experience, and the pain that I felt the most depressed when I was detached to my truth, when I was detached from who I truly was meant to be, or who I thought I wanted to be. So that's a little blurb on that. I'm going to pull one more card. I'll get one more message. It's interesting because I kid you not, and I should have probably read my journal before I went into this you know what, actually, I'm going to pull another card, but I'm going to read what this message means, because I kind of picked up on what I picked up intuitively, but I want to definitely see. Oh, I love it. This is great. This is a good message. Okay. So, help wanted. Life, universal creators. Life simply wants more life. And creation wants more creation. The important thing here is not how many followers you have or how many people look up to you, but how many other leaders you create. If you make people smaller, they will only diminish in their abilities and lose courage for doing what matters. But by growing and combining with others, you grow like Russian nesting dolls in, I don't even know what that means. The universe is always waiting to see who gained the consciousness necessary to get assigned higher and higher expanded duties in the cosmos. So, question to ask yourself: how is the universe showing me the natural structure to grow? Brainstorm or sketch an impactful idea that will continue growing without our direct input once it is set in motion. Oh my gosh, this makes me think of flow. This makes me think of momentum. This makes me think of, by you making that decision to take action on the thing that you're called to do, you create other leaders, you inspire other people, you inspire generations. And that's what we're called to do. If you're watching this video right now, you're obviously here for a reason. You're called to be an inspiration. You're called to be a light. You're called to be a creative evolution into this, this experience for others. Now, the last card that I pull is Write It Into Existence. I love this card because I'm obsessed with journaling. I think journaling is a powerful tool, not only for counseling. Like, I look at a journal and I'm like, this is my counselor, right? I write it out, I express, I flow with that. But it's a manifestation tool. And when I bought this journal, this is like actually a really special journal that I bought. When I bought this journal, that's what the guy at the register told me. He said, use this as your manifestation journal, as your materialization journal, like where you create the reality you desire. And I've always done it anyways, but I felt like this journal was extra special for that. And I'm very protective over my entries in my journal because it's very intimate. But one thing that I would love to share with you guys that came to me was freedom comes through discipline. So we all have dreams, we all have ideas, but this message of freedom comes through discipline and through sacrifice. And that was like a message that kept coming to me today. Was, yes, you have dreams, you have ideas, you have the tools, you have the resources, you have all the opportunity in the world, space and opportunity. But without discipline, you'll never create that freedom for yourself, whether it's freedom of financial freedom or time freedom or the freedom to do whatever you want whenever you want to do it. It comes with truly disciplining yourself and being in a space where you are in control of your being. If you want to be free from depression and anxiety, what I'm learning is it's work. And it's not like you just go to counseling and you just get some support and you're okay. It's a daily work. And this is me speaking from my own experience. Everybody has their own journey. But for me, when it comes to dealing with any type of anxiety or depression, it's like every single day I have to do a morning routine. Every single day I have to make sure my energy is right. Every single day I have to watch what I say. I have to watch how I speak. I have to watch how I think. Those thoughts are seeds. I have to make sure I'm not allowing any seeds that are going to take me opposite of where I want to go. So that's a message that I wanted to share because it definitely came to me and I was like, oh, okay, bet. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do a fast. I had started the sacred, I think it's like Sacred Womb journey, and I was on this diet, raw food diet, and I did it for about 2 weeks. And I felt so much healing in it. And today I kind of I got a message. I was listening to a video and it was talking about doing a 90-day raw food diet or, fruits and vegetables. And so I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it for a longer 90-day period. And this is a part of the discipline part. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you want to do it with me, I'm going to probably try to document and share about it. You could follow me on Instagram. I'll probably share about my journey on there, but it's just something I want to see what happens and what momentum I could create in that. So let's talk about write it into reality. We're going to read that message. So each day is like a blank page in a book. Your next chapter is ready to be written, and you get to pen exactly what you want into existence. Whatever is meant for you is now being written into reality, and you are writing your own mythical tale. Download it from the infinite universe of possibility into the realness of your current reality. Turn off the inner critic looking over your shoulder. Simply write. As you are a hero in your own tale of divine destiny, perfectly unfolding. Journaling gets you into a perfect alignment with your higher essence. What is the worst thing that can happen if you write down the dreams you are almost too scared to whisper to yourself? If my pen were a magic wand, what would I write for the next chapter of my life? Another thing to think about, identify one specific thing you want to see within the next month. Write how the universe will conspire to make it happen. Bonus, use a purple pen to align with your cosmic destiny. I love that. It's literally exactly what I was talking about when it came to journaling. And that is your way of creating the reality that you want. I have manifested and created so many things by writing it down and really being present in that script, right? So I always say, we are the screenwriters for our movies. We're the star, we are the director, and we get to direct where this movie goes. So definitely write it into reality, whatever it is you desire. Think of that win-win project, that win-win idea, that win-win business idea. Or maybe it's just a win-win lifestyle where you create a family that's just absolutely epic. Whatever it is, you deserve it. You are worthy of having that come to reality. You were called for that. You were brought here, you were put here for that cause, that reason. You know in your inner self, in your soul, what that is. You know what that is. So it's okay to rise to that occasion and start really writing it down. Write it down and believe it, because you have the power to have it. I feel like that was also just an encouragement, just a confirmation from my meditation earlier. But yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to really step into who you're called to be. Don't let anything hold you back, whether it's mental, whether it's spiritual, whether it is actually people doubting you. Don't let anything stop you. Pray over yourself, meditate, spend time healing and restoring yourself daily. Do spiritual baths, do whatever it takes to make sure your energy is right, and just stay consistent with it. And I know that those things that you have in your heart's desire are going to come to fruition. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and many blessings to you.